G'day everyone, Jackson here. Welcome back to the weekly endeavours for the 16th of December. Before I start, I need to point out, if you're watching the same day this comes out, and you're waiting for the daily, it's going to be pretty delayed. The maintenance is going to last 8 hours. It's going to last pretty much throughout, until I go to bed. And yeah, I'll be sleeping throughout half of it. So, unfortunately I can't stay out that late. Sorry, I'm human, and in Australia that's my bedtime. So, I expect it a fair bit later, but I will get to it, and every other day will be fine after that. Okay, so we've got 215 seals for this weekly, 25 quests, 4 trials, 75 items with any skill. Very easy set, but there's just a couple of guidelines you're going to have to follow in order to do them very quickly. 4 trials, I'd avoid this one completely for this weekly. It's going to take way longer just doing the trials than any of this stuff is going to take. And, you know, it's just waiting for groups to fill up and do it. It's just so much extra time taken. If you want to get some sets, you know, you can do this at the same time, and it is one of the golden pursuits. There's, where is it? Sorry, these two here. And there's an item available for doing it, but doing 4, it's a lot of work for just a weekly, especially compared to these two. So I'll talk about 3 options. You've got the fastest but most expensive, I'd say, option with 75 items with any skill. You've got the middle ground option with Rith, by which will also make you some money if you do it. And then you've got the slowest, but the option you can use if you have a character slot available. It's just one you can do for free and get a tiny bit of gold on the side as well. So start with this one, the alchemy option with 75 items to any skill. You're going to want to do alchemy, and you're going to want to craft poisons. Poisons, compared to anything else in this game, at base, level 1 alchemy, without any XP at all, doesn't matter, you'll craft 4 poisons at a time when you use poison solvents. So what you need is poison solvents, and then you need reagents, the ones that work together. So if you want to know which reagents work together, it's quite simple. You get 2 together, and if they say unknown, you're good. If they say inert, no, don't do those. So as long as it says the word unknown instead of inert, you're good to go. That just means these will work, you just don't know what they're going to turn into. So say if I was to use this, so what that'll do is we'll use one of each of these resources. You see 199 there, but for the sake of this, it will count as 4. So comparing this to crafting like 75 rings or some shit in any other method, it's just, you're going to use a quarter of the resources. And alchemy reagents and Ica, they are all super cheap options. Ica here is like 15 gold a piece. If you have max alchemy, it can be even quicker. And I'd even say it'd be the best one of all the options by far, regardless, if you have maxed alchemy. Because with alchemy, you get the ability to craft 4 extra poisons per passive point in here, after 3, so you can craft 16 at a time. So you can basically do this in like a very small amount. It's like 15, I think, resources. Whereas it will take a lot doing it this way, but not a crazy amount. Like most alchemy reagents are very cheap. You know, like for example, what I would say would be a good set would be, you can also use water hyacinth and what the fuck? There, sorry. These two are very cheap. They work. White Cap and Blue Entoma is another one that there's lots of these, and they work together. And yeah, you just got to try and just go through what you have, mix and match, and just see what works. Now, a couple of things I would say not using, just expensive things that are probably not a good idea to use, is Chorus Egg is pretty expensive. Clam Gall, Columbine, Crimson Nonrits a bit, Dragon Spot and Dragon Ream. Alongside these and Columbine, these are like the 3 that I would never suggest under any circumstances. So if you're not sure, and you want a very basic rundown of like some good things I would suggest using, here's a couple of options for you. Alright, so the next option is going to be Writs. So on a single character, you can get 7 writs in total, and if you're not too familiar with them, you just basically craft a bunch of stuff, hand it in, and that's a quest done. Takes a couple of minutes on a set-up character. Could definitely take a lot longer if you haven't set up a character before. Now, I know it's coming up with crafting items to any skill here, but you're going to reach the 25 quests way earlier than you will this. So something that can really help with this one On console, I would definitely suggest doing the any skill one over this, because on console you don't get an automated add-on to do everything for you like you do in PC. Yeah, you just go to each of the crafting stations, just craft what needs to be crafted, and Lazy Brick Creator, you can see at the top, this is the add-on I use to automate everything. Really bloody helpful for getting through all these dailies. Bore the pants off you when you do them over and over each day. Once everything's crafted, there's always a hand-in location. You just go there and hand everything in. And if you've got Somerset, it's 7 quests in total that you can do in one hit. But obviously you have to have all the crafts. Well, that's the thing about this one. You don't have to have the crafts level. You can do these at level 1, and I would suggest only either doing level 1 or max level ones, because those are generally the where the resources are going to be the most plentiful in guild stores when you need to top up on them. Otherwise, it's a bit complicated trying to get certain ones to spawn if you're like in the middle of it. Because yeah, not a lot of people, especially like the middle champion point ones, they can be a pain to get. So yeah, I suggest either 10 out of 10 in these passives or 1 out of 10 in those passives, and just go simple. The only difference will be the odds of getting like gold materials from the quests themselves for completion. Yeah, each of these, handing them in, counts as one quest, so you can get this one done super quickly if you do it this way. But yeah, if you're not going to be around for the holidays, this one is definitely going to be quicker as well, because you can do this one in like, a couple of minutes. Obviously it costs gold, but yeah, if you're not going to have the time to do a bunch of writs over the course of a few days, then do this one instead. Alright, so I'll just go through the last option, which is basically create a character and do a bunch of quests that's basically just talking to someone. So let's go through those. Alright, so now what we want to do is basically go to Vocal Guard. So we're here in Kanathi's Roost, it's this way shrine right here, and get back. I forgot how slow it is without champion points. Alright, so create a character, take them to Auridon. Just find any way shrine wherever you start and just get there and just take it to the Vocal Guard one. And what you want to do is come here first. So this is the first person you want to talk to, Belan Demarie. Literally just press the talk button until you complete a quest. And on you go. So what that will do is it'll unlock a house as well, so I can travel to Mariskis now at any time. Now you basically want to do this for a bunch of other things. There you are. Alright, so next up, we're headed to the Mages Guild here. Step inside. Talk to Kirina here. Do the same thing. Complete another quest. Now we head to the Fighters Guild and do the same thing. So there's Ikasar over here. And done. So quest number 4, you can talk to the Prophet and basically begin the main quest line. So all you have to do for this one is find a harborage. It'll just be in a random, like specific spot in each of the zones, depending on your character's alliance. It'll show you where to go on the map, and you can travel to it after you get there via the way shrines and stuff. So all you have to do there is just listen to him talk for a bit. Takes a couple of minutes, and then that's another quest. And they're the 4 base game ones that you have available. And that means, so 4 quests, and you can just do that a bunch of times, just over and over. And if you keep deleting the character over and over and just doing it again, you can get to 25, because you start with 3 deletes and you get 1 again every day. So, you know, yeah, what, 6 or 5 extra deletes, and that's more than 25 quests if you just do it this way. Now, there are a couple of other quests you can do that's basically the same thing, just like accepting a quest line. One of them, or the only one I would really suggest, is when you go to... Oh god, where is it? Wait, I don't have Greymoor? I guess it's on EU, but I bought them... I bought the collection. Surely that should also count on you. Fucking money-hungry pricks. Okay. So another quest you can do is the Antiquarian Circle. This one here. You talk to Verita Numida. You literally just turn around, interact with something, and go back to her and you complete a quest. So that's 5. You can do the tutorial for Antiquities, which is also another quest. So that's 6. Then, once you unlock the writs to be able to do those on characters, you can also do those. That might be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That they do require a little bit more effort. But, you know, if you want to be more efficient on one character before you delete them, you can do those. Yeah, it does take a little bit extra work getting to that stage, though. But like, straight or simple efforts, you can just do those 6 quests at max. But yeah, if you don't have Grey Mod, just do the 4, and that should be everything. Alright, so I'll talk about writs real quick and how to start them. Now, if you've got a new character, starting up writs can give you another free quest, but you do need to hit level 6 to get there, so it is a little bit of work as opposed to just deleting characters and doing all the other stuff. So what you do is there's 3 writ givers. There's Milaneth here. She gives 1. I've got Blacksmith 1 here. You've got Danel Telano in the Mage's Guild, and then you've got a guy in Somerset as well. I'll show you where they all are. So Milaneth is here. And then Danel Telano is here. These two, their locations will change based on your alliance. I'm an Ordinary Dominion, so they'll be in Vocal Guard and Oridon for me. Yeah. Okay, so in Daggerfall, Fighter's Guild, Milaneth will be out the front. Mage's Guild, Danel Telano will be inside, near the Hall Steward, I believe. In Ebonheart, you'll find them here. So Mage's Guild is here. Danel Telano will be there, I think on the right side. Then Milaneth will be out the front for the Fighter's Guild over here. So yeah, you find them in these places. Once you've spoken to them and completed all the writs, they will show up in other places. But when you first need to talk to them, they won't be in some locations. Now let me show you where the guy for Somerset is to do jewelry crafting writs, because he's a separate one. And he's in the same location regardless of alliance. Okay, so here is Valerian. This is the guy that does your jewelry crafting writs. So you can find him here. If you don't have any way shrines in Somerset, you only have this one, you can buy the Golden Griffin Gallery right here and get fast access to this place, and then you can get the way shrine and travel in whenever you want. That is one method. And yeah, so talk to him, start the quest, the same thing. Now, something to keep in mind with this stuff is when you start your crafting certifications, you do get a free quest to complete. So it can be helpful to get this on a new character, but it is a little bit of work getting them to level 6, so yeah, it's kind of annoying. So yeah, whichever way you want to do it, it's up to you. If you want to be a little more efficient on your characters, because with the Golden Pursuits, you know, you do have the leveling up X amount of time ones, so you know, you can do those at the same time. Alright, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for your support as always. Any questions for me, as always, just let me know. Take care for now, and I'll see you next week.